That really annoys me. That really annoys me when that happens. I don't even understand why my phone would go off like that. It's like the screen. Let me hang this back up. It's like the screen went dark and it was gone. It was just gone. And it normally when something happens to the live stream, it'll give me it'll give me the opportunity. If y'all could go, somebody could go and tell them that I started a part two. I started a new Shadow. Come in with that nonsense. Talk about iPhone. My I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna make sure that I'm watching very closely. But if Shy, if you could go back and tell them, share this part with them in the old live stream because I know some people are still waiting over there. Blaming on Eco. He threw me off, didn't he, Granny's Garden? See, I was on top of my game, and then he came out here doing all that stuff. Came out here throwing me off my game. I was doing just fine. But I just got to make sure that I watch the screen. But yeah, if you could just let the people who are still over there know that there's the part two that's going on. Anybody remember what I was saying? Jeez. I got frustrated and I lost my thought. Jesus. Mm, mm. Anyway, y'all, I'm blaming it on him. Blaming it on that. Hi, my Renaissance grandma. How are you doing? How you doing? But yeah, hey sis. My Wi-Fi in and out, phone down, but I'm still rocking with you. The Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, sweet spot. Happy New Year to you. This thing, man, I don't know what happened, why it went out like that. But anyway, if we can get somebody to let the people know that there's a part two happening. Jim Mama, what was I saying? Because I lost my whole train of thought. Oh, you were talking about what you run under propane. Yes, Forrest, like he messed me up, child. He messed me up. So yeah, what I was saying was that we had to learn a lot about that type of thing because it's like we have little small tanks, little small propane tanks that we have tried. What's popping, TWP popcorn? How you doing? um, we have like some small tanks that we'll use where Eco has this like flat top, like outdoor cooker, for the flat top. And so he'll typically use that smaller propane tank that you can go like, to the corner store. You can go there and get you one of those and then use it like on your gas grill. So that size. And then we have, the RV size one. Two of them came on, and I think he may have bought an additional one. But we'll take those big ones. So sometimes, oh, and here's another thing, y'all, that you really need to be aware of. So when you go and you have those little small propane tanks that you get from like your corner store or whatever, wherever you get your little small tanks from, now they will charge you $60, $65 these days for those little tanks, right? So initially, that's to cover the cost of the tank. And then when you want to go back to those places and you want to replace the tank, they'll charge you like, or get it refilled, they'll charge you like $35, right? Well, we have 2 or 3 that are like double that size. And the other day, we paid $25, I believe is what Eco Neighbor said. $25 to fill up the big tank. Now, there are some specialty places and some of the smaller stores. They will charge you up to $50 for that one tank that we paid $25 to get refilled the other day. So on my video, when you saw Eco Neighbor like, yeah, we got propane, because we literally didn't have any propane, and it was getting dark outside and it was going to be cold that night. And so we really needed to find some propane for real. And by the time we would have got back out here to the country store was going to already be closed. And so we were passing by like this Flying J truck stop, and just happened to look over and was like, oh, they got propane over there. So now that's the spot. It's cheaper than the private store. It's cheaper than the Tractor Supply. So, you have to like, don't just get stuck on going to one place to find your propane. If you go to look around and test different places, then yeah, you're going to be able to find some, you're going to be able to find some good deals, some better deals on your propane. Greengrass Grows. Greengrass Grows said those days Sasquatch is messing with the interwebs. I gotta make sure I'm touching this screen at least every minute or so, because for some reason my screen went black and that was it. It was like I couldn't get it back, so I had to start a new live stream. But but yeah, there's a lot to learn. There's a whole lot of stuff to learn about all of that. And then gas, how your gas burns, how much you paying per gallon. Sometimes you want to drive a little bit further to get some gas, because it's like when you get the gas that's in the really small towns, they might be 40-50 cents higher per gallon because they really don't have any competition. And they know if you get out there and you don't have any gas, that you're going to stop and get their gas. And then another thing is that they only have regular gas at some of these places. So if you have a car like mine that's supposed to run off of premium, and then all they have is regular gas, I mean, I don't know. All right, catch you later, G Mama. But yeah, I have been training my car. I know that's horrible, but I have been training my car to not use premium gas, okay? Every now and again, I'll put in premium gas, but typically I'm going in between. I'll do, premium one time, I'll do mid-grade, and then I'll do mid-grade, and more mid-grade, and then I'll do premium again. So I've been kind of doing that with my car just to kind of see. But there have been a couple of times where I have been in the middle of nowhere, and you don't want to break down on some of the roads in the middle of nowhere, even though, the country people, they'll help you out or whatever. But you really don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to depend on the really, really country stores, because they gonna screw you over. It's just no two ways about it. They really are going to screw you over. And so that's why I've been kind of, making sure that I do different ones. And I put it's like I'll put enough regular in it just to make me go to the next city. And then when I go to the next city, then typically if I put in regular 87, then I'll go to the next city, make it to the next city, put in maybe $5 or $10 just to make it. And once I've made it, then I'll put in premium on top of that, or either put in like some gas treatment or something like that. So yeah, when you out, you have to like be considering all types of stuff when you're out here. Um, I'm just looking for Annabelle to come. I guess that was just somebody passing by. I was looking for Annabelle to come, but yeah, it's different. But life is fantastic out here. To be close to, like, if you can get to the point where you're in like an hour or hour and a half of like your favorite beaches and stuff like that, you can really live it up. I promise. You can really live it up when you get to that point. Because going to the beach, it's like you can make a whole day out of that. But if you don't want to make a day out of it, you can literally just go in the morning, have a couple of hours at noontime when it starts to get crowded. You can put your stuff right on back in the car. And then you still got the whole second half of your day to go and do whatever you want. So that's why we love it. Like the location, like Eco Neighbor was saying, location, location, location. When and somebody was asking about the price. That's what we were talking about before we kind of got off. They were asking about the price, the way the price goes in terms of land. And so he was saying that if you get the larger parcels, even even the difference between buying 1 acre and buying 5 acres, you notice a huge difference when you spend 30,000, particularly if you are in Tallahassee. You're going to spend a good 25 to 30,000 per acre, no lie. But if you were to go and move that up, just like bump your search up to like a 5 acre tract, you'll notice that you might be able to get that for like maybe 40. You see how it just doesn't quite balance out. So, and I don't know if it's like that because we haven't really searched for land um outside of North and Central Florida. We haven't really searched. Um Georgia, obviously, definitely cheaper, much, much cheaper land. Once you cross that line, then now Thomasville is another matter. Thomasville, Georgia is high. They high like Tallahassee. They housing prices, well, in the areas that we like anyways, are high like Tallahassee prices. But 45 minutes driving, if you want kind of the best of both worlds, if you want to have easy access to Tallahassee, Thomasville is like the city where they're going to have plenty of resources for you. My Fly family, Erica, my Fly family, um, lives in that area up there. So you're going to have, so you can have the best of both worlds by choosing one of those places. If you want like to be somewhat close, I can't remember how long the drive is from like not Camilla, Cairo. From Cairo, Georgia, we are going to check out 89 acres with 7 mobile homes on it for 389,000. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? So in Tallahassee, um, one of the 20-acre tracts that we were looking at, they were talking about 300,000 for one of the 20-acre tracts that we were looking at. Virginia, that's an incredible price. That's an incredible price. Wow. And has 7 mobile homes. That's a cash cow. Like you could really, you could, if they don't need to be, well, probably some of them need to be renovated. If they don't need to be renovated, or even if they do, I mean, renovate one, live in it, renovate the rest, rent them bad boys out. And that way you have them like paying for everything. So, but that would be fantastic. I would love green grass grows. Um, did you send that to me? Did I see that? I don't know if that was the one that you sent, but that sounds fantastic, sis. Like I can check out that. And then it's in Virginia. Well, you still gonna have snow. You still gonna have snow in Virginia. Virginia was still a little bit too cold. Well, it was a lot too cold for me. It really was. I had some family stationed up there that were in the military, so that's when I got to go to see Virginia, visit up there because they were stationed in the military. So it was too much for me, child. It was way too cold for me. If we down here talking about we in hoodies and like 50 degrees is got us really really cold. Mm-mm. That's not the spot. That is not the spot. Did you look anywhere outside of Virginia for land? And some of y'all that were asking about land, like where are you looking? What areas are you looking for land in? Because that'll tell you a whole that's gonna tell you like how much you gonna pay. You gotta first know where you wanna be, what areas you wanna be in. No, I didn't send it to you. I just saw it the other day. Okay. Okay. But what other area are you looking in? And for the people who want to buy, I know Lovelace says her young men are looking out in the desert. I don't want the desert is tough out there. Joshua Gabriel, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat today. Hey, G Mama, hey, Green Grass Grows. So what other areas are y'all looking in? Because I know, one other area we weren't going to move there, but Alabama. We were just kind of looking at the surrounding states to kind of, I guess, kind of compare pricing. And land is very affordable. It's very affordable in Alabama. You can get a whole lot more for your money over there. Um, in Georgia, I think I saw up near the Albany area, I believe I saw 9 acres. How much was that land? It was so low till I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. It was 9 acres. And I wanted to say it was under 20 grand. And I was like, maybe something is wrong with it. So I kept on looking at different things around that area, and that's just what they were. That's just what how much the land was going for around that area. I know housing prices are much more affordable up there, and the land is dirt cheap, for real. It was dirt cheap up there. And no, we have a family plot of land, and was thinking staying there staying there for a year, but buying something and fixing it up. Yeah. Yeah. And then y'all could keep the money rolling in. You could keep the money coming. So That's a great one. That's a great one. Joshua Gabriel saying hello, hello, how are you to everybody? But I'm gonna get ready to go, guys, and I gotta run to town and do a couple of things. This is the year to buy land. I agree. Plant a garden. I agree. I agree, my friend. I agree. I don't think it's really a bad time because typically when you have um they ain't making no more land. You know what I mean? Ain't no more land being made. So for me, all the time is really a good time. But I just feel like this year, I feel like in 2023, this is going to be a real crucial turning point for a lot of people. So and I think just for our world in general. So definitely, if you see something, I don't care how small it is. Y'all know how I feel about that. I don't care how small it is. Go ahead and get it, and then just build on that. Like build on that. Build what you can get from that. So if you can take that small piece, say you used to have, say you have a quarter acre, for instance. Sit on it, or either put some infrastructure on it. As soon as you put some infrastructure on it, then guess what's going to happen to that price? That price is going to go up. It's going to go up. So take it, flip it, get something bigger if you want something bigger. But get the land. Just go ahead and get the land. But I'm going to get out of here, guys, and go and handle some business for today. I've been on here long enough. But thank you, guys. Hey, Auntie Shirley. How you doing? Good to see you. I'm getting out of here, Auntie Shirley, because this is my second live stream. So I got to get out of here and go and handle some business for today. So thank you guys for popping back in with me. I appreciate you hitting the thumbs up on your way out. Thank you very much. And guys, remember, take care of your family. Have a wonderful day. And remember that prayer still works. Peace, family.